Hello, I'm Teresa Richard, and my friends here at SREERISHI, they asked me to say a few words about something that it is very easy to bring into our lives, and it can make a really big change. Um, so you might have noticed that in the last few months, maybe even years, things are changing very fast. Times are more challenging than usual, and it can be happening in our personal life, but it definitely is happening in the collective. Things are changing very fast, and it is sometimes very hard to adjust to all these sudden changes and all the demands of our society. Um, so for us to understand what is happening, kind of, that everything is very much out of our control, that actually happens all the time. But if we are passing through a period of life that we are, let's say, in a very peaceful lake, uh, then we have time to observe things move smoothly. And we are easily able to predict what's happening next. And then, out of observation, we think we control things, when actually the only thing that happens is that we know them a little better. But if you are in a different part of the same river and it is wide waters and everything is very agitated, you don't have time to observe anything, because just avoiding this stone or trying to stay with your head out of water and breathing, it's enough. So that is a little bit what is going on right now. Things are changing too fast times, and people are very agitated. There's a lot of frustration, there is sadness, there's an accumulation of things that life have has been throwing at us for generations. It is not only right now. So what do we do with that? The thing is that we have to first make peace with the fact that we don't really have control upon things. That change of mindset is actually a change of perspective, and is changing our awareness. When we see things from a different perspective, we might be able to cope better with them. That is not an immediate process. Sometimes it can be, you can have a revelation and suddenly you can deal with something specific much easier, but it's not always the case. So that is what I would like to talk about. How do we manage to expand that awareness in an easy way that is useful in our daily lives? Because it's not like we can just say, okay, I'm going to leave everything behind, I'm going to go to a cave and meditate. That is a possibility too, but that's not for everyone. And many of us, we have responsibilities with family, especially because responsibilities with work, if we are in service, that is a responsibility. If it's a job that is bringing money, unless that money has a bigger purpose, that might not be a real commitment, but just another obligation. So, as I was saying at first, our society is causing a lot of confusion and a lot of distraction. If we don't have clarity, it's very difficult to take decisions. If we are distracted, we are not focused enough to assess any situation. And then we are just reacting instead of responding to things. So that it would be the first thing that we want to assess. To do that, what we do is to choose gestures, small actions or small changes of perspective, baby steps that bring us closer to whatever direction we are taking. So, because of the confusion and the distraction, sometimes, or most of the times, even, it is very difficult to know what we need. We think we want, let's say, a car. If I had a car, then I would be able to do this and this and this. But suddenly, you're preparing for driving a car and there's a flood and there are no roads and the car is absolutely wasted. So that was not the thing that will help you. So because of our lack of perspective of what we will need, especially in these times of confusion and distraction, that's why we move slowly towards things that are always useful.